Some very successful Red Raiders were honored during an annual ceremony last week. We'll have all the details coming up.
Texas Tech is known as a military-friendly university with more than 5 awards recognizing the campus commitment to veterans. Find out how one department is going even further to honor those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our country next.
And Texas Tech basketball is back in action with both teams kicking off their season over the weekend. MCTV's Lexi Wesley has a look at scores and highlights as well as what's next for the teams in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Monday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Jay McCully.
And I'm Alma Bustamante. Every year, colleges and departments across the Tech campus take time to honor members of the alumni who have left the university and succeeded in their careers.
That's right, Alma. And on Friday, the College of Media and Communication honored 3 individuals who have made a name for themselves, not only here on the Tech campus, but throughout the country. Jason Jenkins, Sharon Maines, and Dr. Bill Dean were each presented with an award Friday night during the college's annual Outstanding Alumni Dinner. Jenkins and Maines were both honored as 2017 recipients of the COMC Outstanding Alumni Award, and Dr. Dean was awarded the first ever COMC Lifetime Achievement Award. Jenkins currently serves as the Senior Vice President of Communication and Community Affairs for the Miami Dolphins, and Maines is the longtime anchor of KCBD's Daybreak Today. As for Dr. Dean, he is well known to many students and alumni as a professor in the College of Media and Communication. Dean has served the university for more than 50 years, starting as Director of Student Publications in 1967.
It's been a very good 50 years. Now, I don't consider myself to be a scholar. I'm just a teacher. And I hope that as a teacher, I've done some good. Thank you very much.
The College of Media and Communication has been honoring outstanding alumni since 1981. Over the years, more than 150 former students from the college's various fields of study have been recognized with the award.
Every year, the Texas Tech University hosts various events to honor those who have served our country. But now, a permanent installation is giving a special group of veterans a chance to be honored throughout the year. Last Wednesday, the Office of Military and Veterans Programs unveiled a Wall of Honor in the northeast foyer of Drain Hall. Starting at 10 a.m., university representatives held a dedication ceremony for the installation that included the reading of a brief bio of each of the honorees. The Wall of Honor contains pictures and information regarding 6 Texas Tech alumni who went above and beyond while serving our country.
Just a great group of Americans have served their nation and in distinguished fashion in combat. 3 gave the ultimate sacrifice, were actually killed in combat. Troy Gilbert, Steve Marin, Sergeant Marin, and Rick Husband, NASA astronaut, was perished as he was piloting or commanding the space shuttle Columbia.
Along with Major Gilbert, Sergeant Morin, and Colonel Husband, 3 other veterans are featured on the Wall of Honor. Second Lieutenant George O'Brien, Private First Class Herman Wallace, and Major John Wells. The Wall of Honor will remain on permanent display in Drain Hall across from the Office of Military and Veterans Programs.
The holiday season is only a few weeks away. For many of us, that means a time of food, family, and fun. But for those less fortunate, the food part of the holidays may not be that easy to come by. Luckily, there is an easy way for you to give back to those in need.
Tech Can Share is Tech's contribution to an even bigger food drive called You Can Share that's hosted by the South Plains Food Bank. And this year's their 35th food drive, so we're trying to make it like everything in increments of 35, whether it be like 35 cans, 3,500 cans, or 350 cans. That's how we're trying to like place everybody. It started October 30th, and it's going to go all month long to November 30th. And you can stop by anytime here from 9 to 5, or we're going to have specific drop-off dates on November 7th, November 15th, and November 30th from 11 to 2 at Sub Copy Meal.
As mentioned, the Tech Can Share food drive continues now through November 30th. If you would like to donate to the drive, you can now drop off non-perishable food items anytime at the Student Activities Office located in Sub Room 020. For more information on the drive along with the list of items you can donate, visit the website listed on your screen.
Speaking of the holidays, Thanksgiving is just around the corner. If you're wanting to head home but transportation is an issue, the Office of Parent and Family Relations has you covered. Tickets are now available for the annual Thanksgiving Break Shuttle. The Break Shuttle includes several buses that travel from the Tanka campus to stops across the state. This year, the Thanksgiving Break Shuttle locations include Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and El Paso. All of the shuttles leave on Wednesday, November 22nd and return to campus on Sunday, November 26th. Ticket prices vary from $79 one way to $99 one way. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit breakshuttle.com.
Since last week, the South Plains has continued to see a roller coaster of weather conditions. Although the afternoons have been very warm, morning lows have started out as cool as the low 30s.
That's true, Jay. On Friday, we started out the morning at 36 degrees, and by mid-morning, temperatures were already in the 50s. That sudden change in temperatures led to a rare occurrence here on Tech campus. Around 9 a.m., a thick fog rolled into the Lubbock area, making for an eerie commute for students heading to mid-morning classes. Visibility was fairly low at times, making for some difficult driving conditions around campus. On the Memorial Circle cam, Jones Stadium was almost invisible for nearly an hour until the fog moved out around 10 a.m.
As for today, it's been a mild morning on the South Plains, but some big changes are in store as we head into the week. Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The Memorial Circle cam is showing partly cloudy skies this afternoon. Temperatures are climbing into the 70s, and we should see a high just below 80 before sunset. We'll continue to see partly cloudy conditions heading into the evening, and overnight lows should only drop into the low 50s. Tomorrow we'll start off the day in the upper 50s and low 60s before a cold front moves into the area late tomorrow afternoon. We'll see an increase in clouds close to sunset, and there's a slight chance of rain tomorrow night. Overnight lows will drop into the mid-30s with overcast skies on Wednesday. We'll continue to see cloudy skies through the morning until the sun starts to return late in the afternoon. Temperatures will only reach the upper 40s, making for one of the coldest days we've seen this fall. Overnight skies will clear, allowing temperatures to fall into the upper 20s. On Thursday, we'll start the day right around the freezing mark, but temperatures will quickly climb into the 50s by mid-morning. Thursday's high is predicted to reach the mid-60s, and we'll see a few clouds throughout the afternoon and evening. Overnight on Thursday, temperatures will drop into the upper 40s and low 30s, but we shouldn't see another freeze this week. Looking ahead, cooler conditions and some clouds will stick around through the rest of the week.
It was another rough weekend for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. The team's losing streak is now up to 4 games.
MCTV's Lexi Wesley has a look back at Saturday's game, along with scores and highlights around athletics and sports. Lexi?
Thanks, Alma and Jay. Texas Tech football came up short this weekend at home. The Red Raiders fought hard against Kansas State, but fell in a 42-35 overtime loss. Nick Shimonek passed for 405 yards on the day. Trey King and Kiki QT scored during the second quarter. King had a 25-yard touchdown run, and QT had a 75-yard reception from Shimonek. The Red Raiders trailed at the half, going into the locker room down 17-14. Coming out of halftime, QT and Dylan Cantrell scored for the Red Raiders, giving Tech a 28-24 lead. TJ Vasher recorded a 22-yard reception early in the fourth, putting Tech up 35-27. The Wildcats, however, managed to tie the score and sealed the win in overtime. Senior Mike Thomas got his first career interception and his second forced turnover of the year. QT is the only Big 12 receiver to have 3 games of at least 150 yards after finishing with 189 yards this past weekend. He has a total of 1,026 yards this season and is 117 yards away from tying with Jakeem Grant for 10th in Texas Tech single-season history. The Red Raiders travel to Dallas this weekend as they take on the Baylor Bears at AT&T Stadium. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m., and you can catch all the action on Fox Sports Network. Last Wednesday, Tech women's soccer traveled to Kansas City to compete in the Big 12 tournament. They faced West Virginia but fell 3-1, ending their season. Midfielder and redshirt sophomore Mary Heiberger got her first collegiate goal with an assist from midfielder and sophomore Jordy Haar. The Red Raiders finished their season 9-7-3 overall and 2-4-3 in conference play. Texas Tech volleyball traveled to Austin this past weekend but were topped 3-1 as they took on the number 3 ranked Texas Longhorns. Despite their loss, the Red Raiders won their first set against UT since 2009. Senior Kate Koplecta led defensively with 17 digs, and sophomore Chandler Atwood finished with 12 kills. MCTV's Casey Busher had a chance to sit down with junior middle blocker Katie Keenan to discuss the season so far.
Hi guys, I'm Casey Busher here at the United Supermarkets Arena. Today I got to sit down with junior Katie Keenan, a dominant force on the Texas Tech volleyball team this year. So Katie, last Saturday you guys defeated Kansas State in this arena after losing 3 consecutive games to all top 25 teams.
Need this here.
So how did that win feel for you guys as a team?
It was good. It was kind of an ugly match. We didn't play the cleanest of volleyball, and so for us to be able to scrap out a win like that was good for us.
So you've been a really dominant player for the team this season. So what were some personal initiatives for yourself and personal goals going into the season this year?
Yeah, I had some pretty big shoes to fill. Lauren Douglas was an incredible player, and her accolades are amazing. So I had to step up to the plate, and so I really worked hard this off season, and I just knew I needed to clean up my game and make less errors.
As a junior coming into your 3rd season, what are some of the things that you're really trying to work on and improving going into this year and then also next year finishing out your time at Tech?
Yeah, our program has definitely been in a rebuild. Last year's wasn't a good season for us, and so we have some high goals set for ourselves. We want to make the NCAA tournament, which hasn't been done since 2001, and we want to be in the top half of the conference. So we have some big goals ahead of us.
And so how has it been this year? The Big 12 is really good. A lot of teams are ranked high. So how has it been as a team just to overcome losses and you guys get another chance to play them in the last half of the season?
Texas Tech
Yeah, the Big 12 is incredible this year. I think right now we have 4 teams in the top 30, 3 that are ranked. And so every night, doesn't matter who you're playing, if they're first in conference or last, it's going to be a tough match and you're going to have to show up. And so just knowing that no matter who we're playing, we have to stick to our volleyball and our style of play.
What are some team initiatives that you guys are really looking forward to accomplish in the last half of the season?
Yeah, we for sure want to end up 5th in conference to make the NCAA tournament. And so to do that, we got to get a couple more wins, and I think we can do it. We're up for it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me. Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
The volleyball team is back in town this week as they face Oklahoma on Wednesday at the United Supermarkets Arena. The first serve is set for 6 p.m. Basketball is back for our men and Lady Raiders as they competed in exhibition games over the past few days. The Tech men opened play against Angelo State and came out on top with an 88-69 win. Senior trio Naeem Stevenson, Zach Smith, and Keenan Evans combined for 45 points during this victory. Evans finished with 21 points and 5 assists. Stevenson had 14 points and 6 rebounds, and Smith fell shy of a double-double with 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals. Freshman duo Zaire Smith and Jarrett Culver combined for 17 points and were 7 for 12 on field goal attempts in the victory. Sunday, the men traveled to Midland for a hurricane relief exhibition game against New Mexico State, coming out on top once again. The Red Raiders managed an 84-54 victory with 15 Red Raiders scoring. You can catch the men in action this Friday as their regular season begins against South Alabama. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. at the United Supermarkets Arena. The Lady Raiders face St. Edward Sunday, ending the game with a 73-40 victory. Senior Brielle Blair and sophomores Aaron DeGray and Brittany Buer fueled the offense to victory. DeGray, a transfer from the University of Louisville, had an outstanding debut as she tallied 14 points. Blair had 12 points and 8 rebounds, followed by 13 points and 6 rebounds from Brewer. Seniors Jada Terry and Dio Olabodi weren't too far behind as they both finished with 9 points. Terry also contributed to helping the Lady Raiders outbound the Hilltoppers as she finished with 8. The Lady Raiders out-rebounded the Hilltoppers 50-28. Sunday, November 12th, the Lady Raiders will open their regular season with a game against Texas State. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. at the United Supermarkets Arena. Don't be late, as you aren't going to want to miss our Raiders in action. That's all for sports. Back to you, Alma.
Thanks, Lexi. As we mentioned earlier, hunger is a big issue on the South Plains, but not just during the holiday months. One group on campus is hoping to bring awareness to the need for food throughout the year. Let's take a look at the MCTV events calendar. Starting today, University Student Housing is hosting Rec Hunger Week. Throughout the week, students can participate in a series of events to learn more about the issue of hunger right here on the Tech campus. Tomorrow, students are invited to take a tour of the South Plains Food Bank and learn how the nonprofit organization is helping to feed those in need throughout the Lubbock area. At 11:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, a bus will take off from the Wiggins Residence Hall parking lot and head to the food bank. Participants will tour the SPFB's facility and then they will enjoy lunch at the food bank. Tomorrow's event is scheduled to wrap up around 1 p.m. and buses will return to the students to campus by 1:30. If you would like to take part in tomorrow's tour, email Caitlin Wilson using the address on your screen.
If you're planning on heading out of town for Thanksgiving holiday, you might want to make sure your vehicle is up for the trip. Luckily, there's a free and easy way to make sure you won't be breaking down on the side of the road. Transportation and Parking Services will be holding their biannual car clinic on Wednesday in the Commuter West parking lot. From 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., students can stop by the clinic and have their vehicle checked by professional mechanics. Participants will also be able to pick up some free food and be entered into a drawing to win a free parking permit. Wednesday's car clinic is free and open to all students.
And on Thursday night, if you're looking for entertainment, the Student Activities Board has you covered. The annual Red Raiders Showcase Talent Show will be held in the Sub Allen Theater starting at 7 p.m. This Texas Tech tradition includes multiple acts showcasing a variety of talents and skills. At the end of the night, the winner will be giving a voucher for free textbook rentals from Barnes & Nobles for the rest of their college career. Admission to this year's Red Raiders Showcase is free for all students with a Tech ID.
So Alma, are you planning on stopping by any of the activities this weekend?
Probably one of the games. How about you?
Yeah, I think I might go to the basketball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice to, sit down for
Oh
once.
yeah, relax.
Inside, air conditioned.
Yeah.
Well, that's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.